What up, what up? What up? Did I catch any of the FOMC? What do you mean? FOMC is not until 2 o'clock. 2 p.m. Eastern time. That was unemployment costs. Not that big of a deal. Yeah, you'll know when it's FOMC. You're gonna see this go ape shit. Excuse my language. What's up, ads? How's it going, man? You're Ad's dad, but what's your name? Or are you just Ad's dad? What up? Yeah, bro. When FOMC happens, man, it's gonna be typically it'll be we're gonna have to zoom out. We'll have to zoom out because price will typically be pretty volatile. When I tap it, SpongeBob bubbles. What? What's up, Baus? Rami. I'm kind of just chilling. We wait until market open. I think there's a lot of sell side liquidity here to get picked up. So I don't know if we're going to start pricing in the anticipation for FOMC later today or what. But we're gonna stay on our toes. You know, we're gonna stay on our toes over here. We're gonna look alive, stay on our toes. How long have you been profitable? Who said I was profitable? What's up, Hugo? How's it going, man? Mike? Okay. Call you Mike then. What indicator are you talking about? I mean, really the only one that I use is the fair value gap one to kind of, because I'm lazy, you know, if I'm bouncing around on time frames, I want to be able to clearly see them, but I don't like keeping it on. These two lines are just the VWAP and the SMA, slow moving average, and the average weighted price. Weighted average price. Sending me all the SpongeBob bubbles. I don't understand the SpongeBob bubbles things. There's a SpongeBob TikTok of it. Interesting. What up? What up? How we doing? I mark that stuff out based. I mean, I use this indicator to. Bro, I thought you'd been in here. I use this indicator to show me the session highs and lows, and then I mark them with the ray tool, and then I turn the indicator off. So yeah, I mark out all these levels that you see. I've marked those out manually. I do that every morning to get familiar with how the chart's set up. I recommend everybody doing this because it gets you, you know, for lack of a better term, intimately familiar with the charts every single day about what's going on. I'm not sure, Ducati. Obviously, FOMC throws a wrench into the equation for whatever you're normally seeing. I mean, for whatever you would typically expect from, you know, daily gaps and BPRs and all that. Sometimes FOMC days kind of causes most of that to go out the window. Not always, but you got to keep that in mind. that there's going to be a lot of jockeying for position to prepare for FOMC. So my advice would be don't lean into those confluences as hard as you normally would. So if you see some sort of gap, higher time frame gap, like an hourly gap or something like that, keep in mind that it is FOMC day. So doesn't mean that it completely goes out the window, but it just means be careful. I might even, if you're taking a trade before 2 o'clock, I would highly recommend sizing down in half. I would cut my sizing in half, which is probably what I'll do. I don't have my micro chart right here marked out like I normally do, like I preach for other people to do. I don't. But I think that when I execute today, if I do execute, if I see a trade set up, I think I'm gonna only do 5 micros instead of 1 mini like normal. But we'll see. We'll see how price moves. Again, we're gonna wait till the market opens. We're gonna play it by ear. I don't like, making too many predictions. Christian, you won't be live the upcoming 2 weeks, right? I will be live next week. The week of the 22nd, I will not be live. 22nd through the rest of the year, I'm taking off. Spend some time with family and take a break. What's up, BCS? How's it going, man? FOMC is at 2 p.m. Eastern time. 2 p.m. Eastern time. And then the press conference where Powell likes to bump his gums is at 2:30, which that creates volatility as well. So a lot of firms count that as red folder news. So be careful being in a trade there. Make sure you're not violating your firm's rules about not trading red folder news. What's up, O'Day? How's it going, man? You like hello everyone better? Konnichiwa minasan. Ohayo minasan. Man, I gotta turn this off. I got 21 Savage bumping in my ears right now, man. It's not the vibe. Not at the gym. Put on some Avicii. Actually just started my first Apex evaluation. Let's see. Remember that there's intraday trailing drawdown O'Day. So the way that I go about handling that is, and I don't know where you are in your trading journey, and I don't know what anybody else has advised you to do, but what successful method I have found with the intraday trailing, I actually size a little heavier and I don't hold my trades as long. So if you're taking a trade, and it starts to come back on you at all, you close it out. Now you can have that same mentality and not size up, but you got to think, let's say you go up $1,000 in a trade and it comes back to where you're only up 500, that $500 difference counts against your intraday trailing drawdown. So keep that in mind, because a lot of people, when they first start with Apex, they don't remember that, and it can kind of burn you. It's frustrating, but at the same time, man, there's drawbacks to the benefits, and the benefits are you can leverage 20 funded accounts at a time. So went with 100K, but should have went with the 50. 100's fine. I don't think there's, obviously it's a double the profit target, but I don't think you'll be good. I do like the 50Ks better though. Where do I think the market will go after the FOMC press conference? There's no telling, man. I wouldn't be surprised if we dump, to be honest. My charts reset this morning and deleted everything saved. You mean your drawings, or it deleted like the indicators and settings and stuff? Why don't you mark out data high? What data high are you seeing that isn't marked? Talking about this right here, 5 a.m. What indicator is that? What indicator are you seeing? I currently don't, I mean, I have the VWAP and the SMA on, but that's the only indicator I have on. Everything else, that's hand marked, man. Hand marked. I do use an indicator to show me those levels, but I hand mark all that stuff. Bro, when you start stream? 9 o'clock. What do I use the SMAs for? I just use it as a reference. Price likes to bounce off these levels, so I like to know where they are, where the moving averages are. So for the bookmap code, go to my link tree and click the bookmap link, and then use code CWT. Yeah, the 21 and 9 are good. Yeah, this is the 7. I just use the 7 and the VWAP. Kyle, you should be able to go to your save default chart and find that. I don't know if you can see this on my screen. I don't know. Let's see if it's showing for you here. Yeah, you can see this where this has the setup recently used right here, the layout. You should be able to pull that right back up. What's the best site for news? Forex Factory is the best. That's what I use. I mean, I don't know if it's the best. It's the most, gets the job done. I see you got the Patagonia today. It's gonna be nice. Yeah, we're gonna be patient, man. Look for a setup. We'll see what happens. Welcome to my live, Christian. Hey, thanks for having me, Bryson. Appreciate it, man. It's good to be here. It's good to be had, you know? What's up, Eric? How's it going, man? Did I trade yesterday? Yeah, I took a long, I think, on a touchback of a 5-minute. It was a very small trade, though. I think I made like $200 or $300 per account. Just got in, got out. There was a 5-minute pullback at like, yeah, it was right here. 5-minute pullback right here. And then there was an Asia high above us, I believe. Yeah, this Asia high. I targeted that. So we had a 5-minute pullback here. I targeted this Asia high, got out. Let's get a daily verse to start the day. Yes. Let's do it. John 3:16 is the verse of the day. Really? It's kind of cliche, isn't it? It's a great verse. Don't get me wrong. For God so, this is John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. Doesn't get much better than that right there. Isaiah 9:6. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government. Yeah, devil doesn't like it when we start talking about God, does he? Isaiah 6:9. Isaiah 6:9. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders. And he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Notice how that internet connection tried to go out there when I started reading that stuff. I am recording. Yeah, it didn't save. They're under. A broker does this. That's frustrating, man. I hate that for you. Breakfast burritos in my place. Hey, Ghost, appreciate that, man. Hope you are too. Hey, State of Mind, appreciate that, man. Hope you are too, bro. I just switched to trading futures. Any advice? Yeah, spend a lot of time learning how price moves, why it moves, study order flow, study market structure, study price action. Take it very slow. Don't rush the process. Don't expect to be making money overnight. Respect the routine, respect your rules, respect the process. Passed my funded yesterday. There you go. That a boy. What's up, Carlo? What's up, Dave? RJ, what up? Breakfast burritos. Ballas, I'm on the way, bro. Need some hot sauce and some salsa with it. I appreciate that, Ghost. Appreciate you being here, man. There he is. Where you been, Zach? Over there locked in. Over there passing accounts, taking payouts, and just hiding. Locked in. Holiday, I got you. What's up, Dre? How's it going, man? Took your second payout yesterday? There you go. It's a great feeling, dude. The dam is about to break. What's up, Coop? Working on the buffer tomorrow. Pass your TPT eval this morning. There you go. That's awesome, Zach. You got this, dude. I'm seeing it go back to London highs, then drop after rate cuts. Potentially. I don't really know, man. I mean, I think anybody would be guessing if they told you what price is going to do when market opens today. There's something that you guys should really keep in mind today also. If you can, put your news on somewhere, put updates on your phone. Today is the last day of the year for the Supreme Court to potentially come out with a ruling in the case about Trump's tariffs. And if they rule against him, potentially they're going to have to come out of pocket a lot of money for the tariffs and a bunch of other stuff. So I don't know how that's all going to work, but I can guarantee you, though, if they rule against Trump in this case, which who knows, your guess is as good as mine, but it's going to have a pretty big impact on the market. So be prepared for that. It would really suck for us to be in a position when that happens. There's no way to know when it's really going to happen, if it is going to happen at all. But it's something to keep in mind. They could wait until the next, calendar year for them to make it happen. But it very well could happen today also. At any point today, Ducati. I appreciate that, Dre. Appreciate that a lot, man. Powell speaks at 2:30, yeah. Very true, credit. Very true. Today could really screw you up if you're not careful. You got to be super patient. I would recommend sizing down. Be very, very, very selective about the trades you take. So buy or sell, what's more likely? There's no telling, man. Let's see what the Kelce market has to say about it, because they're usually pretty accurate. So Kelce, however you say it, thinks that the Fed, 97%, that the Fed will cut the interest rates 25 basis points. We'll see if that's true. Let's see. Supreme Court ruling. Let's see what they say about that. Will the Supreme Court rule in favor of Trump's tariffs? They got a 23% chance that it will rule in favor of Trump's tariffs. I would be shocked if they ruled against him, just simply based on the law. But Kelce seems to... Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. We got the vest today. It's going to be a big one. FOMC today, unemployment tomorrow or Friday. Yeah, we're going to start to wait for Powell to speak. No, I'm not going to wait until then. That would be, I'm hoping to get in and out before lunchtime today. That would be ideal. I don't want to be involved in anything going on then. What time? What time what? Oh, I don't want to be involved when FOMC is going on at 2 o'clock. 2 p.m. Eastern time. ES swept Asia and NQ didn't. Asia was swept by London. Asia got swept by London. Like, not even close. EK9, I have my session, I have the time, all the session times in my Discord if you want to check that out. Or I can just show you right here. These are the session times right here for UTC 5. You just got stopped out. What trade were you in? Since FOMC's today, do you plan to trade? Yeah, I mean, if I see a setup, I'm going to take a trade. What time frame do you use? We bounce around. This is the 5-minute, 15-minute. We use the higher time frames to kind of get an idea of bias. Tapping into this 4-hour down here on, or delivering out of this 4-hour down here on ES. We're stuck in this daily right now. We really need to push out of this. If we can invert this gap up here, it'd be interesting. But I think we might head down today. I don't know, though. My gut tells me we're going to be going down. Who knows? How many years of gym? 18. Not consecutively, though, but 18 total. I should say I started working out 18 years ago. It has not been consecutive at all. It was from about 14 years old till 20, and then not again until I was 28, until now. I'm 32, Jonathan, 32. I'll be 33 in February. Christian, for your trailing drawdown, do you use the same strategy for both Apex and TPT? Yeah, I trade them all together. Yep, I do. And the strategy basically that I found to be successful is I usually trade one mini, Zach, and if the trade starts coming back on me, I have my stops move to break even pretty quickly, and I also either will just close the trade pretty quickly, so that the short amount of movement that it does have, I can profit off of that. I don't have to sit here and look for these long home runs, these, like taking a long from right here, hoping for London high. I mean, obviously that'd be nice, but just a movement to this swing high would make enough profit for the day where I can just get out of the move. I don't have to sit there and wait through it. You were training when I was 0 years old. Yeah, man. When's your birthday? February 20th. No, I don't know when I'll take a trade. Whenever we get a setup, man. Whatever we get a setup, if we get a setup. I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate that. Any more finals? I have a final project on Friday to turn in, but I'm done with everything else. I wasn't even thought. Making me feel old, Jonathan. Where am I from? North Carolina. North Kakalaki. What's up, Philip? Why still be in school if you found success in trading? It's a great question. It's a great question. The main reason is I want to finish what I started. I started this journey 2.5 years ago, and I worked my butt off to get into the school that I'm into now. And trading, I didn't know if it was going to work out at the time. I didn't know whether I was going to find success. So now I have 1 semester and a year left. I'll be graduating May of 27, so might as well finish it. You can stand on your head and whistle Dixie for a year and a semester. Might as well just go ahead and get done with it. It's an indicator. Dean, what up? Things are going good, Philip. Things are good, man. Can't complain. Cannot complain. The indicator I use to mark those gaps is this. You have any goals for after school? Yeah, build a real estate empire. Build a real estate empire, open a drug rehab facility, own a farm, have a bunch of animals, and have about 15 kids. Bunch of Rocky Mountain oysters on that farm. Start a brokerage. That seems to be the move these days, doesn't it? Those blue and orange lines are SMA and the VWAP. So that's SMA, which is the orange line, and the VWAP is the blue line. And these are pretty stock indicators. I don't have any of the settings changed. So you can just search VWAP and TradingView has that indicator right there. Volume weighted average price. A lot of diapers. Yeah. And Mexicans. What's up, Ryan? How's it going, man? Absolutely, Ballas. Will any Mexicans be allowed on the farm? Absolutely. Looks like I'm invited there. Yeah, Kate, we're just waiting for the market to open. Let's see what happens here. I think we're either going to shoot up or we're going to come up slightly, hit the VWAP and dump. I think that would be my prediction for market open, but we'll see. What time is it open? 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Am I bearish on the day? I'm not sure, Xander. I would not be surprised if we go up prior to FOMC and then dump when FOMC happens, but we'll see. If you bring beans on toast, you will explicitly not be allowed. Beans on toast are banned, bro. The war is over. There is no need for that. There's certain things you're looking for to happen. Yeah, a sweep of a major level, like if we got a London low sweep right here and then a strong V-shaped recovery out of it, potentially a breaker formation on that V-shaped recovery. I would love to see a fair value gap form inside of that breaker, tap back into that fair value gap, clear rejection out of it. We target this London high. Or vice versa. We get a push up here, V-shape back down, breaker formation, retouch, target this London low, maybe even lower. That would be what I would look for. It's the earliest I'll trade. When a setup presents after market open, mushy peas, yeah, I don't think they are out of their minds with some of their food. Could I explain how Bookmap works and what to look for? Yeah, Bookmap is basically showing you the aggression of the orders being placed at market. Right here, these are market orders. And the orange lines that you see everywhere else on the chart, or the blue lines or the yellow lines, those are all limit orders and the degree to which there's aggression. So you got 155 down here at 68.30. You got 113 down here at 68.31.50. Price is generally attracted to the levels where there's more orders, more liquidity. So if you got liquidity on both sides, it's a little harder to predict where price wants to go, such as where we are right now. Yeah, it does. It does help a lot with the high impact news. It could, Carl, that could happen too. You could get London low get taken and we get a little tap back into a 5 minute or something and just a dump further. A lot of continuations this week so far. How long did it take me to get to where I am today with trading? 4 years. All right, market open. Little dump ski there. Yeah, they have definitely lost it, Kyle. You're not wrong. I don't know what they're doing over there, man. They act like the war's still going on. They're rationing, eating the scraps. What's with the line on the chart today? Which one? NQ about to sweep London, I think. Yellow and blue, that's the SMA and the VWAP. I usually have those on. I don't always have them turned on the chart right here, but I have them on. The blue is the VWAP, the yellow is the SMA. British people lost the plot after World War II. I'd say they lost it before that. Here comes the dump. Current strategy for about a year, over a year. What confluents are best for me are based on back testing and seeing the probability of how often they work. I back tested a couple decades of data using this strategy, and it's if I execute it exactly the way that I'm supposed to, it has about a 70% win rate. So that's why I stick with it. There was London low swept right there. Didn't get a candle closure below it, but we did get price to come through it. ES did not sweep London low. Could get that coming here shortly. See what we look like here. We got orders in both directions on the chart on ES, so we'll see what happens here. 35, yeah, 35 is lit up. 244 orders, buy orders down here. 170 of them are buy orders right at the London low. Hopefully that drags price lower. Christ is king, Evan. Amen. ES has not swept London low. NQ did. Got some orders coming in at 68.45 above us here on ES. Could pull price up for a retest and then a dip back potentially. We'll see what happens here. Price is kind of staying where it is at the moment. Got some more sell orders coming in to the downside here. Here we go. Potentially. Here it comes. Flashing lower now. Here comes 68.35. What's up, Benjamin? How's it going, man? 68.35, getting ready to get tagged here. Could get a little bit of a pullback first, but I think it'll dump. There we go. 68.35, 50 just got tagged. Need lower here. 68.35, 75, 68.35, 25. Dump. This is getting ready to pull through here. Boom. There's 35. Now a little bit lower there. Boom. Just like that. Somebody made some money on that. Up off that short, there you go. Yeah, smarto day. I don't either. I wait. Still some liquidity at 68.30. So if you're looking for this to reverse, just hold your horses. 390 orders down lower here. So see if it tags into this 30-minute right here and then tries to come back out of it. So it could just go up from here, but I'd be hesitant to get into a long at this point when you got that many orders stacked up. 68.30 right here. Took that ESMA 500. There you go. Yeah, that was a good little order flow trade. Yeah, be careful here getting fooled by this. Don't. I mean, it could go up from right here, but we do have a lot of orders stacked at 68.30 down where my line is right here. So don't get into this prematurely and then get stopped out. Then it's a indicator. Could touch that SMA, reject right back down. So be careful here. I mean, like I said, it could go up, but you do have a bunch of orders stacked lower here. So Arnold, I'm looking at the book map. NQ's looking juicy to the upside here. That they also have a couple orders stacked at 25,560, which would be this New York AM low. So we'll see what happens here. Go to YouTube, Arnold. YouTube.com/@ChristianTradesLive. You can see it on there. I'm live on there right now too, showing. You can see the book map view that I'm looking at. Do you think I'd be profitable without book map? Man, it would be tough. Book map is very, very useful. This is what I'm talking about. I think this is going to want to come down and take these 630 orders here. Could be wrong, but if you see the book map, you'd see it. I'll show it to you real quick. It's a software, D. It's a software. You're so smart, Bobby. I don't know about that, man. Is that weekly on your book map? Like the weekly chart? No, this is right now, man. This is like the 1 hour chart, but I have it zoomed so that it looks more clear. Basically showing like 5-minute intervals. Thoughts on long, I would wait. You have orders stacked down here that I was kind of waiting for us to take. That's what this line is right here. It could keep going right now, and you could be good, but I'd be hesitant. Me personally, I'd be hesitant getting into a long with these orders stacked down here. So same with NQ. You have a bunch of orders stacked right here at New York AM low, the previous New York AM low. So the one I'm looking at on YouTube is different than yours. Are you saying different than yours? Yeah, Jeff, I'm pretty confident that I'm almost 100% sure. These are I just saw your message. These are the settings right here for the time zones for UTC5. So I have them set differently because they're not exactly when the market's open. They're when the algos get turned on, or when price. The theory is the algorithms get turned on. Whatever the actual reason is, at those times that I have it set, there is something that happens where price starts to behave differently. So that's where I actually start the sessions for London and for like you'll see New York set. I have it set for 8 a.m. I believe on here. Yeah, New York AM starts at 8 a.m. Obviously, the market doesn't open until 9:30, but I have it set for 8 a.m. because that's when price starts to really behave like the market is open potentially, I guess you could say. Same for Asia, same for London. So that's why it might not match up exactly with what with what ChatGPT or something says that the actual session time is. But that's the reason why, if that makes sense. I wanted to see a deeper dig here. Somebody just asked me if I'm in longs. I'm not in yet, and I'm not going to be in because I wanted to see a deeper dig here. I'm not seeing what I wanted to see for this setup. Obviously, I love the fact that we swept London low. But I don't like that the book map didn't take those, that the book map showing orders below us that we didn't take. NQ's rejecting right off the VWAP right there on the 15, or the 5, excuse me. How do you get that indicator? It's a paid indicator, ChristianTrades indicator. I'll send you the link. There's the link right there for it. You don't execute on bookmap, Evan. I would not recommend executing on bookmap, but I would start just basically if you can just watch it. That's kind of how you learn, man. It really there's some videos here and there on YouTube that are good, but you'll have to kind of piece stuff together to get like certain things correct. But for the most part, it just comes from watching it. Yeah, bookmap did clear out. It mostly comes from just watching it and not looking for a trade, but just watching it for the purpose of learning how the book map looks in conjunction with the trading view at the time. So you know what you're looking at, you know what certain signs indicate what's about to happen, things like that. So really it just comes from experience of doing it. I've had book map for about a year. I've been relying on it to trade as a really strong confluence for the last 4 or 5 months. So I would still consider myself relatively new to it too. And just as I go, the more I watch it, the more I feel like I'm better understanding it. There's an order here at 68.51 ish, just above 68.50 on ES, right in this area. That's the next major level that is attracted, but none of this looks ideal to trade at the moment, man. I'd be very careful. Where do I learn my strategy? I learned the market structure and stuff from, basically my strategy is a combination of the ICT unicorn model, but heavily relying on order flow. from the book map. So I don't know anyone that really teaches that right now. I mean, you can learn the unicorn model from YouTube if you just search ICT unicorn model, but combining that with order flow, there's not many people doing that right now who are teaching it. There's plenty of people doing it to trade. It's right here, Supreme. It's getting the sunlight. It's actually really happy in the sun, so been letting it hang out there. Plant's dead. You saw it on my story, Coop. Strat is click button and pray. I don't recommend that, man. Do I plan to make YouTube videos about trading? Yeah, I do. I've had a pretty rigorous semester here at school, man, so I haven't been able to devote as much time to this as I really want to. So I've tailored my schedule pretty nicely for this next semester to be able to hopefully put a little more emphasis on the educational side of things for the YouTube. I say that, I could jinx it, but my schedule right now looks like it'll be pretty. Carl, you would want a full candle closure. We did get a full candle closure there. You'd want a candle closure like this. This is fine. You have these two candles closed below it. But what I wanted on the book map, there was orders that were stacked up right here at the 68.30 level that I wasn't comfortable getting into a long. We also didn't really get the breaker formation there. We didn't get a good fair value gap forming to tap back into. I mean, there's multiple elements of the equation that I did not get. This is calling a long right here, this indicator. It's calling a long from basically exactly where we're touching right now, from right there. But I don't take trades solely on this indicator, man. It very well could play out, but I like to see my setup. I trade my style. That's what I asked Santa for. I hope I can deliver that for you, man. Where are you seeing that trading? Are you looking at NQ? Oh, NQ had it, yeah. ES had it too. Yeah, I take that back. NQ and ES had it. Yeah, the 1 minute. I take that back. No breaker though. So I guess you could have gone off of that. Really, that's a BPR. Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, I see that. Not a bad trade setup there. Still not what I would have wanted to take with these orders down here. Again, I can't. I've had too many trades where I've gotten in. You guys saw it the other day. I got into that trade, and all of a sudden that whale comes in with 1,000 orders right underneath me, and price just gets sucked right to it. So I psychologically, I have a hard time getting into a trade when I know there's still orders stacked at a lower level or a higher level if I'm taking a short. Yeah, this trade on the 4 minute might play out. Did the jacket come with the chair? No. It is funny, they blend together though. I don't know what you said, but the YouTube did not like it. No, we haven't taken a trade. Full port with me for FOMC? No. What's up? What's up? How we doing? You also make gray sweater vest merch, and we can. That'd be funny. Stop break even. Yeah, there's an entry here on the indicator from that level where that line is. I see order flow coming into the downside here though. No bueno, you up on the day? Was going to take this long and only didn't take due to not sweeping previous day low. Yeah, I don't think that was a bad idea. You look so educated, and the way you laugh is giving rich people laugh. Appreciate that. I don't know what that means. I don't know what rich people laugh is, but I appreciate that. You taking a trade today? I will if we get a setup, yeah. Can we get a fit check? Dude, I'm just wearing a Patagonia vest with some gray pants. No watch. The wrist is naked, you know. Got the Jesus piece on. Rocking the Jesus piece, you know. Doing the thing, man. Never do that again. Oh, no, you're good, Fiddy. No, you're good. I was just saying if we, this long would have been ideal potentially because of the sweep of London, but I didn't get in because we had orders stacked and we still do down at 68.30. Not a huge deal. Order book's kind of cleared out from 68.40 down to 68.30. So it's pretty empty. So this long could definitely play out at this point, but I'm not where I would want to get in on this. I don't know that I really want to get in on this trade, to be honest. It's not a bad trade. Targeting these highs, London high, New York PM high, even this swing high here, but I'm not liking too much how price is behaving in this area. 68.20. Yeah, the 500 orders stacked down there. Fit check is just Gucci and Balenciaga. Nah, I don't wear that Satan stuff, man. Demonic. Did you have a full-time job before? Yeah, I've had several, man. I worked on cars for a long time. I was a mechanic. I've done a little bit of everything. Landscaping, mechanic, paralegal, basically, whatever you want to call it, legal analyst, OnlyFans model. I'm just kidding. I've never done that. What chart am I on? This is ES. ES 4 minute. Ford Pinto specialist. That's right. Drop the link. You're wild. Why the 4 minute? I was just bouncing around, and that's where this setup presented itself for this indicator. These A setups, you can see it have 59% success rate. Longs have a 56% success rate when this indicator calls those out recently. So that's what these percentages mean right here. I still am not comfortable taking this trade though. How much test should I take as a beginner? Start real small, man. Start very small. Less is more. Yeah, it's weird how A++ being is 42%. It has played out like 46% actually, and it is funny how some of these charts, the A setups, have had a higher success rate than the the A+ or the A++ setups. It's interesting how that's worked out. You got smoked. How'd you get smoked, man? I'll never be profitable without a gray vest. That's funny. This is the PJ Trades indicator. I hate trading. Then don't do it, man. You got to love it. That's the link for the indicator. Can you change the session times on the indicator to see if strats change for the setups? Yeah, you can monkey with a bunch of stuff on there, man. I'm gonna hate it so much that I'm gonna keep doing it until I get it. There you go. Never give up. Never surrender. How long did it take you to get that many accounts? Well, I had them all in September, blew them all around September 20th that time. Got them all back by October 8th. You're wild, dude. What do you mean, Nathaniel? Shorts look so free. I wouldn't short this. I'd wait. It's a little bit of a divergence in price, in decoupling. They'll catch up to each other. It's just a question of which one will catch up to which. I think we go lower here, but I could be completely wrong. You do have it actually NQ stacked up 25,640 on Bookmap. I don't know if anybody's looking at the Bookmap and can see that, but that would be basically where the SMA is on the we'll switch to the 5-minute. It's basically where the SMA is on the 5-minute. What'd you do after blowing that many accounts? Went to the gym. And ate a high protein meal. Evaluated why I went full re mode for a second. Get him on here, Nick or Evan. Is it bad to take a break from trading? No, I don't think so. How many accounts did you blow in the start? A lot, man. A lot. Nick would be fired. They get banned so fast. What would you say helped you improve your trading strategy the most? Patience. Patience. Learning that I don't have to be in every trade, that there's more trades that'll come along just because even if I miss the most juicy looking trade that everybody in the world saw except for me, it's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Keep going. There'll be more. I think about all the trades that probably happened before I ever even looked at a chart. How many juicy A plus setups there were that people made thousands of dollars off of that I wasn't even aware took place. If you can wrap your mind around the fact that there's going to be more, just sit on your hands and wait till you see something that makes sense to you, and then you can jump on that. You don't have to constantly be in the market. That's kind of a turning point for a lot of people. I see people on here. It's funny. I'm sure trading community on social media seems to be pretty small. How many of you saw Patty's video yesterday that he put up about TikTok live traders? I thought it was pretty funny because he's not wrong. I think he's wrong in a way, like trying to trash on TikTok live traders. Obviously, I do it for free. But anybody who has been in these streams long enough will see that I don't just sit here. Sometimes I never take a trade. But he's right, dude. I don't understand some of these people that I see who are live, who have taken, that they're on the charts from 7 a.m. until 11 o'clock at night. And they've taken 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 trades. They have all these, things marked out on their chart where they're like, showing perfect bangers and stuff. And it's like, dude, nobody who I know who is a high net worth successful trader is taking that many trades in a day or even in a week. They're taking maybe a trade a day, if that, and then they're moving on. I would say that don't fall for the trap that you have to be taking bangers every single day. You need one trade at most a day. If you see the setup, take it. If you don't see it, don't take it and move on. You will make way more money over a long period of time than you will trading that way. When will you be posting more TikToks this week, man? I'm gonna hop back into it. I had finals going on, and I was super stressed studying for all of that and doing all the work that I had to do. So definitely planning on throwing some more videos out there on a daily basis. Yeah, it's kind of wild, dude. I'm not trash talking anyone. I think that anyone trying to help people for free is great if they're actually helping people. But in terms of just actual execution, you don't need to be getting involved in the market that often. You're not going to be profitable doing that. Statistically, it's almost impossible. There's only so many good setups every single day. There's only so many. So if you're constantly in the market, the chance of you being in every single good setup that there is very low. Why do you continue to attend uni if you're making bread trading? Because when I started out on this journey, man, I was not making any money and worked really hard to get to where I am. And now I'm close to being done and I don't want to just throw it away. I'd like to go ahead. That's something I'll have for the rest of my life. So if something happens to prop firms or something happens to day trading in general, I'll always have that to fall back on. It's good to always have backup. Isaac, I am, yeah. I like to keep it on the chart. We don't always, I don't usually take trades blindly with it. I actually never do that. Like this 4-minute called out a trade here. As soon as it populates, it'll show you, but I'm not in this trade. I think this has a high likelihood to play out, but it's not my setup, so I'm not taking it. It's that time of the session, bro. For what? I think PA will be consolidating until FOMC. Very well could. At least jockeying for position. Indicator name, it's right here. It's not free, so you got to go to that link and pay for it. Got your payout, Rapert? That a boy, man. What firm was it with? Was it with Apex or Alpha? Romer, hey, that's smart, man. That's a win right there. Even though you might have taken L on the charts, walking away and not revenge trading is a win, man. So live to fight another day. Appreciate you being here. Thoughts on getting off? I think that's, if you're not seeing anything, which I don't know what you would be seeing, and you don't want to sit here and start hallucinating setups, I think it's a great idea. Hop off the charts and go on about your day. Blown like 5 accounts in the past couple of weeks. Leroy, what do you think it is that's causing that? Have you journaled each trade that you've taken that hasn't worked and kind of isolated the issue? Is it your sizing? Is it your entries? Is it your patience? Quick sell for 600, locked out. There you go. Rasmus Alfredson. Dude, I like that name. That's a very prestigious sounding name. How should you, he says, I passed my first eval. How should I trade? I would say don't change anything, man. Do the same thing you were doing. A lot of people tell you to change this, change that. I think you just stick to what you're doing, bro. Don't allow the psychology of the fact that you're now trading a funded account get affect your decision making. Just move on, keep doing what you're doing, be robotic. Revenge trading, impatience, and taking too many trades. Okay, so how are you going to fix that, Leroy? What would you think would be helpful to fix that? Yeah, I got you. There's a yes. Hopping off the charts after one or two trades, I think that's perfect. My strategy is I take one trade. If I win that trade, regardless if it's not the amount that I wanted to make, I let that be my trade for the day. If I lose the trade, I take one more trade. Win or lose, I'm done. And I make sure that I wait at least 15 or 20 minutes at least before I get into that second trade. I let my emotions go away. If I did have emotions, if I got pissed, whatever. It doesn't happen nearly as much as it used to. But either way, I still give myself a breather, reevaluate. Maybe I was wrong. Do I need to reassess? Maybe I was right and my timing was just off. But take that second trade, win or lose, and be done. Size down, Benjamin. Size down. That's exactly what I would recommend. If you're having issues with your confidence and your entries because of the fact that you're basically on a losing streak, size down. If you're trading minis, definitely size to micros. If you're trading, 5, 10 micros, size down to 1 or 2, and just build your confidence back up. That's what you really got to do. You got to drop down to the micros. You will find that if you start lowering your sizing tremendously like that, you'll be a lot less hesitant and you will take better entries. I would say that here's the thing. I agree with whoever told you that sizing heavy in evals is good, but that person is saying that based on you actually winning trades. So if you're constantly blowing evals or you're having issues with your confidence, even if you're in an eval, size down until you get your confidence back. Then you can always size back up. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. It's actually a full zip. What's up, man? How's it going? News comes out at 2. I didn't send it yet. No, I didn't. I'll send it to you after this. I can send it to you right now, probably. Let's see if I can do it. Actually, I don't want to mess with my internet because it's a pretty large file. I'll send it to you after this. I got it sitting on my desktop. Kyle, exactly. Yeah, let the setups run. Even if you don't take it, if you miss it, it's all good. There'll be a new one. I got you. Would it be easier to send through the email or through your number? Or would it be like a Google? Should I do a Google link or whatever? Is it okay to trade before 2? Yeah, if you see a setup. I don't know what you'd be seeing right now. This is kind of just hanging out in this range, pretty choppy right here at this line. There you go, Archie. Smart. We'll see you, man. I know exactly what you mean, Benjamin. It'll definitely mess with your psychology. I'm telling you, though, I think if you size down, keep your rules. Make sure you write them down. Have a set of rules that you can look at, that you can see. PJ does that. I don't know if you follow him at all. I think that's a great strategy. He has his rules printed out, posted right on his wall, right next to him when he trades. Follow those rules like your life depends on it, and size down. You plan on trading, or are you just here to view the charts and chat? No, I do plan on trading. Yeah, if I see a setup, I definitely plan on trading. Well, Benjamin, the other thing is having a strategy that you have confidence in. Like I have very strong confidence in my strategy, and I only try to trade that strategy. So if you've back tested enough data and you know that your strategy works over a long period of time. I was listening to a guy the other day, very successful Wall Street trader, and he said that if you have your strategy, you have your rules, and you followed everything to a T, you know the success rate of your strategy because you've tested it over such a long period of time. You shouldn't have any feelings when you get into the market. Even if the trade fails, you know that statistically you are going to be profitable because of your strategy. So even if you get stopped out, even 2 times in a row, 3 times in a row, over the long period of time, if your sizing is correct, your risk management is correct, your strategy is profitable, then you will be successful. It's just statistics. It's probability. So getting into a trade that follows exactly what you're looking for, follows your setup, you should set it and forget it, because you know over a long period of time that strategy will play out and it will work. You made trading feel less lonely. I appreciate that, man. You taught me to be more patient. Good. I think that a lot of people would find success if they could learn to be more patient. I think that's the hardest thing to do in this industry. What's up, Reaper? I said that earlier, man. Congrats on the payout. You didn't tell me what firm it was with. How many times would you recommend paper trading per day on days like this? I'd say if you're paper trading, do exactly like what you would do on a real account, man. Take 1 or 2 trades and call it a day. You know, if you want to go back test, find a strategy that works, but try to implement exactly what you would do as if you were trading a real account. Hello, Kyle. Take profit. It's been so easy for me. There you go, man. Take profit's awesome. Lost my funded account after 4 trades. Any advice? I would say size down. Sounds like you're way oversized. It also sounds like you're not taking high probability setups. There's no way you should lose, that 4 losses should blow an account unless you lost 4 in a row. And if you lost 4 in a row, then you're not taking quality setups. Again, that's just statistics. So I'd say size down and be sure that you're taking good setups. You should need like 6 losses in a row, back to back to back, in order to blow an account. 6 or 7 in terms of a funded account, a fresh funded account, like a 50K account. So I'd say you need to size down. You also need to be selective about taking better trades. And then I got you, man. I know you've been asking. I will make that happen. Do I play Clash? Nah, don't. Tell you what I got back into yesterday. Hadn't played it in a long time. Now that it seems to have gotten popular again. Hopefully they do something about the cheaters, because that's why I stopped playing. But Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov. Only the real ones know that. Love Tarkov, man. If they can get the cheaters out of there. I was like 2 raids in and got popped by a cheater. Body cam is cool, yeah. Yeah, dude, the cheaters are nuts in Tarkov. Arc Raiders is fun, man. I'm not a huge third-person guy. I do like the game in general. I wish they'd allow you to be first person. This is ugly PA, guys. Yeah, BCS, you read my mind. I was literally just saying that. This is ugly, ugly PA right here. The dump at 8:30 was the move down to London low here. You'd had to hold through open. Wouldn't have recommended it. I've got Arena VC. I've got Arena. I got Arena. I got Delta Force. I got all of it, man. I got all of it. Kind of a nerd. I don't get to play as much as I used to. What's up, Santi? How's it going, man? You trading at 3:30? I will be watching the markets 2:30 Eastern time. I'll be watching the markets, but I don't like being. I don't like trying to get involved in the fireworks, man. I like to see the dust settle and then come in and clean up. I played Destiny a little bit, but I was late to the party, man. So it seemed like everybody was so far ahead of me that it was just like it's kind of hard to get into it. I played CS:GO a little bit, Aaron. Not a huge fan. I like kind of like the hyper realistic mil sims, like Delta or shoot, what's that other one called? What was the one that I was playing there for a while? Arma Reforger, Squad, Hell Let Loose. I like those games. I haven't really gotten into Ready or Not. I like the concept. The videos are super realistic, man. It's kind of nuts. Will you be live for FOMC? Maybe, probably not. Maybe, probably not. I don't want to get your hopes up, but maybe. R6 too, yeah. RJ, yeah, I like R6. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Any advice if you're new to trading? I would say spend a lot of time on the education and spend a lot of time paper trading. Would FX Replay be a good investment to strengthen my confidence? Benjamin, I like TradeZilla, and I actually have a code with them, I think now. Yeah, I do. TradeZilla is the platform that I backtest with. I don't really backtest anymore. I think you need to backtest to establish a strategy to gain confidence in that strategy. I don't really do it anymore. But their platform, backtesting platform, is top notch. It's not free though. You can backtest on TradingView too. Yeah, you can't backtest for free, but FX Replay is free. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a free option, go with whatever you can. What's my code for that? I think it's in my link tree. I don't remember what my link tree is. Fuck. TradeZilla, CWT. It's the same. If you go to my link tree and click the link, it should maybe automatically apply it. If it doesn't automatically apply it, then you can. CWT is the code. Traders Casa. Okay. You get a 1 week free trial, then use a different email, you get another free week. Scamming over there, Kyle. 2 years is not enough, John. No. Appreciate the gifts, man. That's awesome. Thank you. Expenses start to stack, especially when starting out. Even yeah, I agree. You gotta be careful with that. I will say that it's kind of looking at it like an investment into your, almost like going to school, getting an education, or purchasing equipment for a startup. If you're starting a lawn care business, you got to buy the lawnmower, you got to buy the trailer, you got to have the truck. It's kind of the same thing in my opinion, but I can definitely see where if money is tight, the expenses start to be like, all right, where do I draw the line? How long would you say is enough? Because I do it on TradingView, and the 5-minute chart is only available till like the late 2000s. I've done back to the mid 2000s, I think, or the late 2000s. That's with TradeZilla. Christian, what strategy do you use? I have the hope and pray strategy, man. I close my eyes, click a button, and then just open them about 5 minutes later, and wherever I am, I close the trade. It seems to have worked out pretty well so far. I'm just kidding, man. I trade mostly the unicorn model in terms of structure, but I rely heavily on the book map. So this is the book map right here. This is software that I use, level 2 data software. It helps me tremendously figure out where, if what I'm seeing on the chart in terms of market structure is valid. That's NQ. This is NQ from another angle. This is ES. This is ES from another angle. So, not registered with FIN right now. But Bookmap is definitely something that I would recommend. Shows you orders. You see the orange and the red and everything? Those are orders. Honestly, right now, it's not clear at all, man. If you're looking at the book map, this is not clear in either direction what it wants to do. This is chop. This is very indecisive price action. This is typical FOMC day leading up to what's going to take place this afternoon. So this is not anything you really want to be involved with. I would not recommend. There is no clear indication of what price wants to do right now. So, I could walk you through this. Price is just going to typically it goes to levels of higher liquidity. So you would expect, I really don't know what you would expect from this. You can see you have liquidity in both directions right here. You got orders up to 68.56 that you would think potentially are a target here, but you also have orders stacked to the downside. You got pressure coming that's keeping price pulled down here. It's very unclear what price wants to do. Took my second payout today. I'm starting to see the hard work pay off. That's awesome, Ryan. That's awesome, man. Love hearing that. Time am I getting off? I don't know. We'll see how I feel. When we have big news weeks like this, is it not a bad idea to just take the week off? Are weeks with no news best to trade? Depends on your style and what you're comfortable with. I would say that the news creates more market activity because of the added volume. But trading the specific news events, I don't like to do. So I don't necessarily think that you should take the whole week off unless you just want to. But for me personally, I like to be involved in trading the weeks with news because it adds more participation, which helps drive the price in a more predictable way typically. It's called Bookmap. Shop deals. It's called Bookmap. It's not a it's not a website. It's a software. It's a level 2 data software. Are you always sharing? Are you always live sharing book maps? Yeah, every day. And if you go to my YouTube, the book map is always on the chart. You can see it. Christian Trades, youtube.com/@ChristianTradesLive. How do you use Bookmap? Because it changes every second. How do you decide? Well, typically there's more clear direction. So you see the aggression of the market orders coming in. You see what buyers and sellers are kind of agreeing on. And then you can see the pops of how aggressive those orders are that are coming in. You also have the limit orders set on the chart that show you the key levels where price typically wants to go. So if you have that combination, that combination of things, it gives you a pretty clear indication of where you're about to head, for the most part. Yeah, free Discord, man. Discord's in the bio. If it doesn't open in TikTok, you're gonna have to copy and paste the link to your browser. How does the book map work? Price is attracted to liquidity levels. So what you're seeing on the book map is where that liquidity is resting and where it's being injected into the market, basically. So you see that market orders are taking place right here. If you can see my cursor, market orders are taking place right here. These lines that you're seeing, those are limit orders that are placed that are resting. So you can see that we got some aggression coming here, pulling price back up. Still have some orders stacked down here that are coming in at 68.45 below. So really there's no clue, in my opinion, specifically where price wants to go. It just likes this range right now. It says it on the side, whether they're sell orders or buy orders, and it says it right here. If you can see 13 sell orders, 5 buy orders, 5 buy orders, 7 sell orders, 6 buy orders, 2 sell orders, 1 sell order. So you just keep track. It's kind of like counting cards. You're watching the aggression to see what's in charge, buyers or sellers. Who's in charge, buyers or sellers? Yeah, NQ's right here. So it's a lot thinner or less concentrated. Yeah, Ducati, it's definitely not as clear as ES. I think I could upgrade my stuff and make it better, spend more money. Appreciate that, Ghost. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, ballast is definitely not ideal. Not an ideal trading day right now. Next purchase is a Bloomberg terminal. I don't know if you can buy those or just rent them. They're like 30 grand a year to rent. Yeah, December PA, man. I haven't been doing as well as I would have liked this month. I mean, I'm not bad, but definitely wanted to had higher hopes for the month. But I think part of me got a little greedy, especially last Thursday. Took an L last Thursday. Took an L. I broke a rule of mine. Took an L on Sunday night. That was dumb. I thought I saw a setup. Took it. I'm not doing that again. Only 9:30 to 11, and then 1:30 to 3. We took an L Thursday, yeah. The month is still looking good, though. We're still up pretty heavily on the month. Do I think it's smart full port FOMC to pass an eval or no? No. Long term, that's not a successful strategy. I journal every day, Hugo. Every single day. Well, every trade that I take. Yeah. Yeah, when I take a trade. Ever made 6 figures in a month? Made $100,006 last month. Do you increase risk for your evals? No. I copy traded my evals across my fundeds, and I trade everything robotically the same way. Some people say to do that. I did that before, and I find it best for my psychology. I'm such a creature of habit and of, just habit, man. Like I have a routine. I have to stick to it. I get thrown off if I'm out of my routine. So I found that it's easier for me to be successful if I just trade exactly the same way for every account. And just slowly over time build up and do your thing, man. There's no rush to any of this. There's no rush to pass. There's no rush to take a payout. If you're rushing, you're gonna run into a problem. Got to listen for every Yahweh by I Need This Dave if you want to have the best workout of your life. I'll check it out. Yeah, I did read a verse today, Coop. We can read another one though. Never opposed to that. Let's see. It was Isaiah 6:9. About Isaiah 7:14. Isaiah 7:14. Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son and will call him Emmanuel. Think you're going to hit 1 million before 2027? Yes, I do. I do. Speaking it into existence, Cato. I don't trade Forex, Nick. So I'm not sure. I don't trade Forex. I believe in you, Reaper. Your goal is to pass your first combine. You can do it. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, just remember, you're right. Hey, FTL, appreciate that, man. Same to you. I have not taken anything. Nope. Not interested in this price action so far. Have a good day, Reaper. Take care, man. Congrats. Just passed my first 100K this morning. There you go, man. That's a good feeling. It's a great feeling. Have not taken any trades today, no. Patience. Lazarus. Was that his name? Is that who said that? It was Lazarus. That's wild. Lazarus is the name of the plant, man. That's hilarious. Do I agree that December PA has not been the best? I do agree. For me, at least, has not been the best. Have a blessed day, man. I appreciate you being here. Smart to get off the charts. ES is getting the manipulation. Yeah, I think it's taking that 68.30 level that I marked out, remember? That's where we're headed. I pass evals easily, but when it's XFAs, my mind starts playing games with me. Yeah, it's a psychological thing, man. You got to just keep trading robotically the same way you have. Yeah, I see what you're looking at, Benjamin. This could be the distribution. Like I've said, FOMC days, man, they're weird. So just be careful. I think we could take this level and then come back up, or we take this level and create some momentum and take out all this sell side here. There's a lot of sell side below us. There you go, Ade. Yeah, it's over there. You caught your move yet? Yeah, it hasn't looked the best, man. I wanted to get involved with this London long here after we swept, but we had these orders at 68.30, and it looks like we still want to tap these. So, I mean, honestly, this tap back into this 1 minute here played out for 13 points. So that would have been a decent trade to be in, but I wasn't comfortable taking it with this level down here, unmitigated. Outside of trading, I have a gambling addiction and sometimes plays in my trades, like I lose money. Any tips? Yeah, man, unfortunately, and you're not going to want to hear this, I think you're in the wrong industry, because gambling addiction and trading is a terrible combination. I'm an addict. I'm not a gambling addict, but I am an addict, and it's actually helped me with my trading. But I think if I was a gambling addict, man, this would be rough. This would be really rough. So I could be wrong, but I instinctually will say that I think that potentially this is the wrong industry to try to dip your toes into, knowing that about yourself. What's bro strat? I like to trade a unicorn model combined with order flow from Bookmap. There you go, Cato. Call it a day, man. 2 trades and done. Yeah, I'm not trying to discourage you, because I'm not saying that my word is gospel or anything, but I know how addiction is, man. And if this is so closely aligned with gambling that I think that it would be really tough to find success doing this, because there's a lot of emotions tied to addiction. So that's just my 2 cents, man. You too, Cato. Be good, man. There's a 30-minute gap in here too that we haven't touched into yet, I don't think, which is basically where this line is, somewhere around here. Let's see. Yeah, it's right here. So this is a 30-minute, top of the 30-minute gap right there. Yeah, I can see that, Lucas. Did you take this off of that indicator? This is the whole reason I faded that, even though the statistics looked good on paper. I didn't like the fact that we haven't swept this. I want to see us tap into this 30-minute and see how it reacts out of that. Matter of fact, I'm going to mark that 30 just so we are aware of it. Yeah, ballast, not a whole lot here, man. No, long now, no. The thing is that even with that, I had 3 payouts before I started the addiction, and now well, maybe get some help with the addiction, man, and see if you can get a handle on that. I mean, to me, it's like playing with fire, but I feel like it would be me becoming, if I became a bartender as an alcoholic, that would be a recipe for disaster. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a similar thing. Maybe I'm wrong, but to me, just instinctually, that's the way it comes off. That's how it feels. I wouldn't trade any of this range right here, Nathaniel. I wouldn't trade anything in this range. Wait for us to break out of this range. Bookmap is a little thin. There are a bunch of orders above us on NQ. Bookmap says get off. Gambling being so normalized these days is the downfall of my generation. I think that people who don't have a game, it's like to me, it's like alcohol, man. Like people should be able to have a beer and drink a glass of wine, do what they want, if they don't have an issue with it. But it is super normalized, and I think it has led to people having an issue with it who might have previously not. I don't know. There's plenty of people that don't have a gambling problem, that just occasionally they want to have fun. They're out of town, they're on vacation, they go to a casino, they want to do that. I'm one of those types where if I'm near a casino, I'm fine with going and playing some blackjack or some poker. But it definitely makes it hard for people who have an addiction. If I trade CFD on MT5 because of the prop firm, what chart is the closest to it on TradingView? Copy and paste that question and put it in the chat. To be honest, that'd probably be Lilo. That'd probably be a better place to find an answer. Banned from WinStar. Texas Hold'em is fun, yeah. can see myself not taking a trade today. This price action is just terrible, man. Appreciate that, Nick. Have a good day, man. When I look at my phone, it looks like I'm asleep. That's funny. This is ugly PA, boys and girls. This is ugly PA. C-Bum, appreciate that. Yeah, I don't blame you, Ballas. What quantity do I normally trade? I normally trade 1 mini per trade. A bunch of orders above us here, 25, 625 on NQ. Hadn't taken a trade, Paul. Have not taken a trade. Yeah, the Chunha. I would say, man, get some work done with that. Get some help with the trade with the gambling addiction, and see if trading is something that triggers it. Because if it doesn't trigger it, and you can actually trade with discipline and without emotion, without the same kind of things that affect your gambling, then by all means do it. It sucks. It would really suck to have to not do this because of that. But I'd say definitely address that issue prior to getting too heavily invested in this. It's just going to benefit you in every aspect of life to get a handle on that. Sitting here in the living room looking at the Christmas tree because the charts are so ugly. Go to the gym, man. Go to the gym. Perfect time to go to the gym. Gym hurts. I got you. Yeah, this PA is not ideal. Tap back into that 1 minute and then just dipped right back out. If I go to the gym now, people think I'm unemployed. Well, are you? What's your strategy what's your style of training, powerlifting or bodybuilding or a mix? Man, just getting in there and lifting heavy weights and trying to look good. I would say it's probably more bodybuilding. I've been practicing paper trading for 8 months and constantly learning. Should I jump into a funded Apex account? I am somewhat of a perfectionist, so I feel like I have to know everything 100%. Have you been successful on paper, BCS? Like, what's your P&L over that 8-month period of time? Yeah, if 8 months and your P&L is green, substantially green, I would say definitely jump into a prop firm account. Maybe not Apex, because I think the rules could trip you up as a first-time prop firm trader. But definitely, I would take the next step and move to a prop firm account. Tradeify is a good firm. I like Top Step, but then you're going to be stuck with their platform if you're trading with them. Take Profit Trader's good, but again, you'll run into some trailing drawdown, which isn't ideal. Definitely try Tradeify or My Funded Futures. Those are two great firms. Alpha Futures is good too. Any one of them that doesn't have like rules that are going to potentially cause you issues as a new trader. You love My Funded Futures? Yeah, they're good. Yeah, man, definitely make that jump. I use TradingView for chart work and execute in Top Step. Yeah, you can do that. I chart in TradingView and then I execute in Tradeivate, but my account is still tied to the TradingView, so you can see it. And you can't do that with Top Step. That's what I don't like. Everyone says Apex is trash. That's because they're trash traders. No offense. If you're not a disciplined trader and you don't have a very solid, proper risk management system, then you're not going to like Apex, because it doesn't allow for you to be reckless. Maybe I shouldn't have said that in terms of them being trash traders, but that has been what I've come across. People that don't like Apex, they're typically trading recklessly, and that's what causes them to get denied payouts. And they don't read rules. They don't know certain things. They're not in my opinion, they're not as serious of a trader as they should be. Bro, once NQ takes previous New York lows, it's gonna shoot up. Yeah, I think you could be right. I think we tap into this 30 on ES and then shoot out of it. You're canceled. I mean, dude, I'm not exaggerating when I say to you that almost on a daily basis, at least every other day, I have a Apex payout hitting my account of $2,000. I'm not saying that to brag, but I'm saying it doesn't take a lot to be successful with Apex. And the fact that you can scale up to 20 funded accounts at a time, in my opinion, there's no better firm in the space to take payouts like that. It's wild. Like you have 20 funded accounts, and you can space out your payouts so that almost on a daily basis you're taking payouts. It's really hard to beat that. Yep, NQ swept that New York low. Apex, Zach. I think Apex, in terms of the ability to scale 20 accounts and take Profit Trader for the ability for the daily payouts and no cap, basically. I mean, their cap for daily payouts is 10,000 an account, and most people aren't coming close to that. But if you have 5 of their Take Profit Trader accounts, you're making $300 or $400 per account per day. You're taking that out every single day. I mean, you're making a lot of money. No, once you pay the one-time activation fee, and that's it, man. You don't pay a monthly fee unless you select that, which would be not wise to do. You don't pay 80 a month. You pay an activation fee. Right now, all in for the eval and for the activation fee, it's $84, and that's it. It's a lifetime PA. It's definitely a money glitch, man. That's literally the way I describe it when I tell people about it. It's like you don't even have to hit bangers, dude. You just hit $200-300 a day per account, and if they're all copy traded, it's not hard to do. I use TradeSync. It's an activation fee. That's a lifetime PA, just an activation fee, and it's not monthly. It's lifetime for that account, meaning you don't have to pay it again for that account. That is Take Profit. Take Profit Trader is daily payouts, BCS, and Apex is the one that you can scale 20 accounts. You can only take a payout every 8 days with them, but if you have a ton of accounts and you stagger your payouts with them, you can be requesting a payout almost every day. I keep my payout windows staggered on Apex. That way I can just have, what I'm trying to do is, not to tell too much of my business, but what I'm trying to do is have at least 24 months of established income so that when I go to take out a loan for a house, if I do want to take out a loan for a house, then I have established income for a 24-month period that is very consistent. So that's one of the reasons I like to have daily or at least weekly payments hitting my account. What am I listening to right now? Chilling. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Brandon. But you still need 24 months of consistent income for that to happen. Right now, I don't have that. What headphones are those? These are the Corsair something. I'm about to get some new ones though, because this, like the padding here is coming apart. I've had these for like 4 years, man. I don't think we're reversing yet. I think we still need to come lower on ES. I still want to see this level get taken here. I want to see a tap into this 30-minute. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I would think that if we are going to reverse, this would be the level where we do it. Could get a breaker on NQ. Yeah, I want to see us lower though. Yeah, man. Got you. All right, BC. Have a good one, man. Chart does not look like yours. This is ES right here. Can I please drop full strategy videos? Yeah, I can do that, man. I got a bunch of stuff that I need to do. We'll see, future. We'll see. I haven't started doing that yet. At some point, I want to be able to do that, but I haven't started doing that yet, but we'll see. I'll keep you in mind. Do I have school today? No. I got you. Okay. Did my first ever muscle up yesterday. There you go, man. It's not easy. We're looking for it. We're not seeing it yet. Push down to this level and a V-shaped recovery would be ideal. Any updates on the car shopping? I'm being patient, Ty. I'm being patient, man. By July, I have a rule for myself that I'm trying to follow very strictly. I'm all about rules, man. Here comes this 6830 level. Full part on the Lambo. I think so the rule that I have set for myself is before I buy what I'm looking at, I want to have enough to buy at least 2 or 3 of them. That way I'm not, being an idiot. Because regardless of how much money you have, it's never a smart financial decision to spend a bunch of money on a car. But I'm waiting until I have at least 2x the cost of the vehicle, maybe 3x. I think 3x would be a wiser decision, which would put me around April for what I'm trying to get. Yeah, I'm not trying to have a payment. I'm buying it in cash. I don't want a payment. It's a surprise, man. It's a surprise. Nah, you're not going to be writing off one of these. There's a lot of misconceptions about tax write-offs, especially when it comes to exotic cars. There's weight limits, there's, use requirements, there's all kinds of things. This is definitely not one that's going to qualify. Those are nice. I like those Audi RSQ8s. I do like those a lot. I think I'd just get a Urus. Alley Bell Designs, Roseville in the house. What's up? I think if I was going to get an RSQ8, I'd just get a Urus because it's basically the same car. M3 Comp. I don't know if you've heard me say BCS. There's a G80 in my, that parks in my apartment complex. Man, it is sick. It's that graphite gray or Nardo gray, whatever it is. It's got the carbon bucket seats in it. It's pretty nice. I don't know why it's teasing this 6830 level. It's the exact color I would get too, man. I think I would do the red interior though with the carbon bucket seats. This one has white interior. I'm not a huge white interior guy. Would I get the Doji? Is it Doji indicator? Is that the guy that made a clip saying that PJ copied him? I don't know that they're the same indicator, man. What is it, 50 a month or something? Yeah, I don't know. I've never used it, so I can't really speak to it, to be honest. Yeah, got to do red, man. Got to do the red. The red looks so good with that gray and the carbon seats, man. It's so beautiful. I'll tell you what you could get away with this with those G80s. I've seen those in the green color that they have. The green color with the peanut butter inside, man, the brown interior. You could talk me into that. For that car, I think you can get away with it. No, Talk, we haven't taken a trade. Yeah, the bronze wheel, they're like the dark bronze color. I've seen it. I've seen one at Cars and Coffee recently, and it looked really good. Talk, we're waiting. I was waiting for this level to get swept here, tap into this 30, and then take a long, but we have not gotten that. He claims they're both the same. I mean, claiming that somebody copied a strategy that is taught to millions of people and that millions of people use is kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know. If you think it's cheaper and it's the same exact thing, and it is the same exact thing, definitely go with that one. It's up to you. I haven't personally seen it, so I don't know. Yeah, NQ took it. ES didn't. I'm still waiting for that level on ES. I want to see a tap into this 30-minute. How long ago was that 30-minute? It formed at 3:30 on December 2nd. Am I trading futures? I am. I would hang. I mean, you could, Mike. You could definitely argue for that trade, but I'd still am hesitant to get involved in a long until we've swept this level down here. This is ES right here. This is ES. How long do I plan to stay live? Probably not too much longer, man. It's getting up to the time period where I don't like to be in trades. So I'm just keeping an eye to see if we tap into this level. And I'd like to be able to take a trade on stream with you guys today. I didn't get to take one yesterday, but I'm not going to force anything if it doesn't happen. Yeah, that 4 hour is what's holding price up. I do want to see it again. I want to see a dig into this level right here. This is key for me to be comfortable getting into a long. All right, man. BCS, take it easy, man. I'll see you. Have a good day. 68.30, yeah, Paul. Yeah. There you go, Talk. Hope you're doing well, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming by. What do you prefer, ES or NQ? It depends, man. ES, I think, is smoother on a lot of days, so that's why sometimes I prefer it. It's also leading a lot of the time, so what it's doing, NQ's following, and I like to be in trading the leader. If other people would actually like to do the opposite of that. I like to trade the leader account, but or the leader indice, but it's all preference, man. It just depends on the day. I trade ES. Going to make another burrito. Make me one. Yeah, that sounds so good. Well, breakfast burrito sounds amazing. Could be stops. Could be sell stops. So, who knows? All right, guys, this is not doing what I wanted to do. It's like watching paint dry. Favorite cheat meal is pizza, 100%. Love pizza, man. I'm going to hop off, though. Don't want to start seeing things that aren't there and get frustrated and all that kind of stuff. It's just better to hop off. So you guys be safe. Don't do anything stupid, especially if you're already red. Don't overtrade. Don't revenge trade. And we'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. to clean up the post-FOMC price action. So you guys be good. Have a good day. Be careful trading this afternoon if you do. Don't try to be a hero. So love you guys. Be good. God bless you. Have a good day. Appreciate that, Ballas. See you.